Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, we're going to do today's video live, as you guys know. I'm going to go over a few things with you, but let me kind of catch you up on a few things. And I also want to say this. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me this morning. We're going to talk about all kinds of good stuff. Now, where I wanted to start as people kind of log on and come online, I wanted just to go back to the definition of a crash. I've been hearing a lot of people, whether realtors, investors, sales reps, and even just normal people throwing the word crash around, right? Like crazy. So, and I get a lot of remarks like, oh, the housing market's not crashing. It's not crashing. Now, the first thing that we should be asking people that are just throwing, the word crash around is, are they making any money off of being a realtor and selling you properties, right? So the first thing we should ask is, what's your definition, right? It drives me crazy, you guys. There's not a lot, there's like a lack of definition of a crash. It's usually the definition is that's how I feel and that's my emotion. But here's what I want to say. A housing market crash is kind of like a snowball, right? It's building up momentum. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like a snowball forming. So what I'm basically essentially doing is saying, hey, there's a snowball coming that can possibly turn into an avalanche, right? So, what happened to me, guys, last time is, I stayed doing my thing. This is back in 2008. I kind of felt and heard that the snowball was coming, right? The housing market crash was coming. But I didn't realize, just like millions and millions of people across America, they didn't realize that there was a housing market crash in 2009 until the snowball hit them. Do y'all see my point? So what I'm essentially doing, and we have the data now on our side, is we have a snowball coming and it's directly going to hit us. Now, the question is how big is the snowball in your local housing market? And really, before I dig in, guys, I just want to remind you what you should be doing as you're waiting is becoming an expert in your local housing market. And I constantly tell you guys, and I get comments all the time, people are like, Travis, how's the market in Tennessee? My first question is you tell me, right? Because I'm trying to give you guys the tools to do this on your own, so you don't really have to rely on too many people. And remember, where that starts is by doing market analysis, right? Do a market analysis. That's something a realtor can do for you. It's something that only takes about 5 minutes, but in a market analysis for the last 4 years in the city that you want to buy in, and then take an extra step of due diligence and do a market analysis on the subdivision, the property that you want to buy is located in. Now, once you have the market analysis, you can then go back until about 2019 or 2018 or however far back you go and compare what houses were selling for 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, right? But one thing remains is y'all have to do that, right? I can't do that for everyone. I only have access in basically Houston, right? So I wish I had access to everyone's local housing market because I could really do this easily. But again, you guys, I really want you to understand that you need to be empowering yourself. I'm hoping that you're getting some tools from my channel here, but understand this, none of that matters unless you're doing it. Right? You have to do that. And it is unpleasant, sometimes working with realtors, but there are good realtors out there as well. But look at the housing market crash as a snowball, right? And, in Texas, I see the snowball coming. The snowball is huge, it's getting bigger. But in other places like Florida, where Vital's at, where Jeff's at, they can't even barely see the snowball. Right? But that doesn't mean it's not there. So I just want to, remind you guys that, housing market crash is slow. And I also want to say that, I really, you guys, I think I think the idea that Jerome Powell pivots and even cuts rates tomorrow, right? That's tomorrow. I think that's crazy. I don't think that's even possible. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's way overblown. I think we're right on track. I think we have great trends on our side. I think all that banking, systematic failure is doing is causing less demand. I think there's going to be less institutional demand. I know there's going to be less demand in those markets that got hit. So, we'll find out tomorrow. So we'll all find out tomorrow. But, I could possibly see a pause at worst, right? I can see a pause at worst and we kind of stay in this situation. So, that's just my opinion, you guys. But again, I want to hear your stories about your success. I want to see, hear stories about you talking to realtors, you guys getting data. And remember the other 3 things, and I'll really get started. Credit, income, assets. Okay. Credit, income, assets is what everyone should be working on right now. Now, here's the thing. If the Fed doesn't pivot, which they're not, okay, they're not gonna pivot at this next meeting. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. But once they do pivot, I'm gonna start talking more about how to find a great deal on my channel. I may start helping people in my local area, but I need to make sure we're on track for continued equity decline and increased inventory. Those are the two things we want: increased inventory and decreased prices. We don't want foreclosures. Okay. A lot of people are like, oh, Travis, how could you be a Christian and want people to have foreclosure? It's like, well, first of all, Christians aren't perfect. Okay. And I never said I wanted foreclosure. I don't want foreclosure. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, be super careful. All right. So sorry for that tangent, you guys. I'm going to kind of tell you what we're going to get into today. Now, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow evening for my metro area reports in California. So I'm excited about that. I'll probably do a video at the airport tomorrow. You guys watch that video. And then, really exciting. I'm going to talk to you guys as well. Later today, I'm going to be putting out a video of a community that I found in Houston that the housing prices are dirt cheap. I don't even know where this community came from. I accidentally found this community, and y'all, just to put it in perspective, the biggest house in this community, this video is going to be released tonight. Okay. Watch this video tonight. It is off the chains on what I found. It's about 20 minutes from my house, but this is like the last affordable new build community, and it popped up out of nowhere. The biggest house was 3,000 square foot, and it's selling for 270. Most of the houses in this community are under 200,000. And I'm like, what? Where did this community come from? Right. So it's a brand new community. I'm putting that video out today. I'm even interested in purchasing real estate myself because it's so affordable in that community. So, in other words, guys, just check that out. All right. That's going to be released today. I'm really excited about that. Now, let me show you guys some of the stuff that we're going to be looking at today. Now, as I'm doing this video, let me reset my focus here. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So now as I'm doing this video, we're going to keep track at a couple stories. Now, the first story, let me show you guys. We're going to see about, Trump. What's going on with Trump? I'm not going to get political. I just think it's important to look at. So like this is an hour ago, 20 minutes ago, waiting game on looming indictment. So I don't know if Trump's going to get arrested. I hope not. Obviously, you guys, that's not good for anything. But again, I'm not getting political. I just think that's a really crazy story. Now look at the 10-year this morning. Now, obviously, guys, the 10-year tracks residential mortgage rates. So Jeff, where's Vital at? I see Jeff. Jeff, what's up, brother? Jeff, take a look at this, man. I think Jeff probably already saw this, to be honest with you. Not 100% sure, but look at the 10-year, you guys. So the 10-year kind of follows mortgage rates, at least if it goes up. If it goes down, lenders hold on to the position. But look at this. Up 11 basis points. I mean, what's with the roller coaster ride with the treasuries? It's not supposed to do this, right? That's not supposed to do this. So it's absolutely crazy. This is good. This is what we want to see. We want to see, higher interest rates so that, the market's tighter so it can reset and crash properly. But I thought you guys would enjoy that. So we'll keep our eye on the 10-year. And, keep track of that pretty much all morning here. And then we're going to look at the 2-year as we go forward as well. Now, the 2-year, you guys, up 20. Oh, my gosh. It's back in the 4%. Yep, there's my man, Market Mania. Deuster, love you, Deuster. I love Deuster. Kim, Jeff, don't move. Cindy, I love all you, so much, you guys. Thank you for all the support. All right, let's see here. Rev Nation, stop hating, Rev. We all know you're a hater, dude. Work on some cars, man. Let me just get through this. I checked out your channel, by the way. Cool car videos. It is in the ghetto, though. You did call that. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it's in the ghetto, right? But it's not that bad, Rev Nation. Give me an opportunity to show you. But he is right. It's not in a good area, but it is affordable, though. Still, it is affordable. And then let me show you guys the market real quick. Take a look at what's going on in the markets if you guys are interested. All right, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Gold is down 1%. VIX is down 7%. Really interesting. Oil's back up. I mean, look at the roller coaster ride in the markets. This is really shocking stuff here. But, market's up. Obviously, Dow's up. S&P's up. Everything is up. Really pretty surprising, actually. So, we're going to keep track of all of that as I give you guys this report. Let me get a drink real quick. Really sorry for the late start as well, you guys. I've been editing so much in preparation for my next video shoot in California. But here's some of the articles we're going to go into today. Let me switch back over here. Okay, so we're going to start by accessing this article right here, which is Amazon to cut another 9,000 jobs. I think it's important that we look at things like that. I think it does impact the housing market. We saw that already with the migration going to certain areas, specifically tech heavy areas, Boise, Phoenix, Austin, right? So as the tech sector continues to cut jobs, that will affect those localized housing markets, right? So hopefully we'll continue to see the reversing of those high pandemic boom towns. Hopefully we'll see the reverse of that, and I believe we will. And that's not all, you guys. Take a look at this as well. This is an article we'll briefly go over. ESPN, my boys at ESPN as well. They're doing massive layoffs as well. So we'll take a look at that. And then obviously, it's kind of, deriving from Disney. Disney's also going to do another 4,000 jobs. So, we're really going to dig into how many jobs are being lost in the tech sector. And again, that's on top of, obviously, you guys, Google, right? I'm just saying, guys. So that's on top of Google. So we'll look at that as well. Now, if we have time, I'm going to go into this article right here that basically goes into the bank turmoil triggering, uncertainty in the Seattle market. Seattle market was, kind of a pandemic boomtown because the tech sector, we're seeing that go down even without inventory. So, it's going down even without inventory. Now, I really want to spend some time on this article right here. I think you guys are going to love this article. I will try to do time stamps and chapters. This article is going to go in new construction, essentially, and it's going to go into apartments, rent, and things like that. This is a really, really good read. I think you guys will really enjoy that. Now, after that, I'm going to come back to here, and I'm going to show you guys exactly where I'm going. Now, remember this. Okay, this is the Lennar website, all right? Now, I use the Lennar website to basically find overexposed areas across the nation, okay? So if you guys want to do the same thing in your own local housing market, you should do the same thing, but Lennar's like the breadcrumbs, right? So Lennar is kind of getting me to where I need to go, like a little, little area that I need to go. So that's why I keep following Lennar, and that's why I keep showing you guys Lennar, because it's the breadcrumbs, and they're getting me to those areas that are heavily exposed. So I'm going to go over that as well. And that is the lineup I have for you all this morning. Let me throw some comments up here real quick. Nikki, appreciate you. I mean, I'm just so humbled by all you guys. I really appreciate you. Mealy, how are you, girl? How are you, girl? I haven't done the first plate comment champion yet. Let's see here. Okay, look at, Rev's we're not opposed to the ghetto, you guys, right? That's why I went there, okay? There was dogs running around. I won't lie. I counted 8 large dogs running around. I was like, yeah, if there's large dogs and chickens, it's usually the ghetto. But I'm like, where did this place come from? It's so cheap, Rev. I think you're going to like it. But watch for that today, okay? And guess what? It comes with a free car. So that should be right up your alley. I'm just kidding, brother. It doesn't come with a free car. It comes with a free handgun. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just kidding. It doesn't. But really, really just I really just am overwhelmed by, and this is a good point. So, and it is a new community, and basically who moves in there first is kind of going to be the foundation of that community. You guys are going to like this video. I'm telling you guys, I don't even understand how they can build houses for as cheap as they are. I have no idea how they're able to do that. How could you build a 2,000 square foot house for under $200,000 and still sell it with profit? I don't understand that. And I went there. Here's the other thing when I was completely shocked. Okay. 2 things. Number one, and again, this is like the lowest price point, right? First thing that blew my mind, the customer service was phenomenal. I'm like, how is the customer service phenomenal? I just did a West End video before that video, and they didn't even show up to the office. The people selling the $1 million and $500,000 house don't even show up to the office. The people selling the $150,000 houses are just stacked in the office. So great. She was so nice. And then the second thing that blew me away, you guys know how I am about trash on the work site, okay? I know it's a construction site, okay? I get it. Calm down. I know it's messy, but it drives me crazy, okay? I hate seeing mounds of trash on the construction sites. It makes me think that the builder doesn't take pride in the construction. So when I walked this development, you guys, great customer service. There was like no trash on the construction sites. I'm like, how is this builder, this no-name builder coming out of nowhere with all this affordable housing? How do they have great customer service, and how are all the home sites immaculate, right? I mean, I was just just wait for the video, you guys. I was like blown away. I have so much more faith, from seeing something like that. And the reason I have faith is because all of the houses are still there. If we had a massive increase in buying demand, if we had all of the institutional investors all over the place, those houses would be gone. Those houses would be gone because it's one of the rare situations where more than likely you could still cash flow because the price points are so low and also the property taxes are only 2%. So anyways, my main point here, what's up, Vital? My main point here is, become an expert in your own local housing market. No one's going to know your housing market like you know your housing market. Good morning, Vital. Good morning, everyone. So we're going to get started. Let me pull up this right now, okay? And I'm going to go through this really quickly. Where is this, Jay? It's going to be, I'm going to tell you where this is. I think he's asking about the video. This is in tonight's video. So you'll see in the video, but it's around Cleveland, okay? Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the home sales. And that's probably why the inflation went up. Not surprising to me that's higher. So again, we had people come back into the market. It was probably the well-qualified move-up buyers that just couldn't control themselves. But I did see that. I'm more interested to see what continues to happen. Now, let's go in this real quick. Okay. So now, really, really important that we understand layoffs are coming. And really, that's one of the missing ingredients that we don't have right now to a full-blown housing market crash. We don't have like crazy, crazy amounts of unemployment when compared to the last time, right? So let's read a little bit of this, okay? All right. Amazon to cut 9,000 more jobs in second round of layoffs. I just wanted to remind you guys, this is the second round, and Amazon is absolutely huge. This will impact all of the local housing markets. Amazon plans to eliminate 9,000 more jobs in the next few weeks, CEO Andy said in a memo to staff on Monday. Imagine being their staff and reading that. Imagine that, just that sinking feeling in your guts and helplessness. This is sad because and I've always said this, in order for us to win, unfortunately, people have to get hurt, right? People have to get hurt. And we really don't want that. It's just an unfortunate part of what's happening. But anyways, the job cuts would mark the second largest rounds of layoffs in the company's history, adding to the 18,000 employees the tech giant said it would lay off in January. The company's workforce doubled during the pandemic. So think about that. In about 2 years, their workforce actually doubled in just 2 years. However, in the midst of the hiring surge across almost the entire tech sector, tech companies have announced tens of thousands of job cuts this year. So it's really clear to see that this is all Melly. I'm sorry, Melly, or Melissa. I'm sorry, Melissa. I'm just going to say Melissa. I look down. What's up, OSO? What's up, everyone? Oh my gosh, RWG? Man, RWG, he was one of my original supporters. RWG, how are you, brother? How are you, brother? Love you, love you. Vital, I love you, man. I just want you to know that, dude. I'm with you. Scrog, I love you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm reading the comments. I need to stick with this, okay? But again, we're seeing the crack start in the tech sector. Probably after that, the banking sector, followed by real estate sector, right? But we're seeing the cracks right now. I just really wanted to make that point here. Okay, so some may ask why we didn't announce these role restrictions with the ones we announced a couple months ago. The short answer is not all of the teams were done with their analysis in the late fall. And rather than rush through assessments without the appropriate diligence, we chose to share these decisions, and we've made them so people have had the information as soon as possible. So, I guess, is there merit there? I don't know. Kind of blindsided the employees, is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So it's just a sad situation. And again, I constantly tell you guys this. I mean, the little people are the ones that are going to pay. The rich people get bailed out over the weekend. We already saw that. The little people like us, we're going to be paying the price here, and new homeowners as well. The job cuts announced Monday will hit profitable areas for the company, including its cloud computing unit, AWS. I actually use that. And their advertising business. Twitch, the gaming platform Amazon owns, will also see some layoffs, as well as Amazon PXT organizations will handle human resources and other functions. So, again, there's really no question we're seeing cracks in the tech sector. And again, not just from Amazon. We're seeing this all over the place. Also, let's take a look here. This is ESPN. ESPN announces, and this was yesterday. This hit me by surprise because I was watching like the UFC information. I was like, what? ESPN better not lay off Daniel Cormier. Okay, I don't know if you guys know who he is, the UFC commentator, Daniel Cormier, two-time champion, double champ. Okay, anyways, that was what I was thinking. I was like, you better not lay off my boy. But ESPN's latest rounds of layoffs will have no sacred cows, meaning everyone from top on-air people to big-time executives are being scrutinized, with the cuts expected to be finalized in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So what this is saying is, ain't no one safe at ESPN. They're saying they're going to go from the top to the bottom, and they're going to be doing some pretty substantial layoffs. Now, obviously, that is a result of Disney, but let's read Disney again. And all these articles, y'all, should be from at least yesterday or the day before. This is from March 18th. You can see that up here. I'm not sure what's wrong with my mouse. Disney managers told to identify layoff candidates with 4,000 job cuts expected by April. So Disney is also surging with cuts as well. Maybe that will help the housing market in Florida. I don't know, but layoffs are coming from all over the place. And not only Disney, let's just end right here because I really want to get to that other article. Google workers hit back at CEO over layoffs. So again, layoffs surging all over the place. This is a little bit from Google. Almost 1,400 employees at Google's parent Alphabet Inc. have signed a petition calling for better treatment of staff during the layoff process. So I mean, how do you want to get laid off? To me, if you want to be, the good thing about the only treatment is, do I get money from being laid off? Do I get like some type of royalty or severance? You could call me whatever you want, but if you give me a severance and lay me off, I'm in a way better position. Now, maybe they would prefer a handshake, instead of money. I don't know what the letter says, but what's really fascinating, and I really want you guys to, just kind of really soak this in. They've announced 12,000 job layoffs. Okay, so Google's loss is announcing that. And I wanted to tell you guys, as of today's date, as far as just in the tech sector, there have been 139,000 layoffs. Now, again, some of these local housing markets, Boise and things of that nature, they're small housing markets. So you have one tech company shut down in one of those housing markets, they're going to feel that. That's going to be a leg down. That's going to be a liquidation, right? So we need more black swan events like that, where it's just like sudden liquidation, right? And I think, it's already happening in the tech sector. We're going to see that in the tech sector, but I also think we're going to see that in the commercial sector. I think we're going to see it in the commercial sector like crazy, to be honest with you. Only time will tell. It's hard to say, but let me show you guys real quick. Here's the 10 years up now, 10 basis points, and 2-year is 22 basis points up. So just really trying to stay on top of this. Here's the article up here about the 14.5% increase in home sales in February. Markets are pretty much all up. VIX is down 8%, gold down 1.4%, oil up 2%. And remember, you guys, I'm not just, I am not trying to, I'm not trying to get people to panic, but I am trying to tell you what I'm seeing through my eyes. So again, just back to the banking crisis, and then we'll go into the Seattle stuff here. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm really walking this out myself. I hope you guys see the transparency. I hope you guys see how real I am. And I know when you say that, you're going to say, oh, this guy's not that smart. I get it. I'm not that smart. I can't even spell, half the time. But I do try to embarrass myself to make up for that. So hopefully I do a good job on that, because this stuff is super boring. I totally lost my train of thought, you guys. I hate when I do that. And I'm not going to look at the comments, because that will throw me off even more. But what I'm going to go into, guys, is now basically, look, real quick, I'm going to go into the bank turmoil, but let me tell you how I'm walking it out with the banks. I've closed my Fidelity account. That one hurt. That hurt. I was playing in the stock market. I took my losses at about $32,000. And when I filed my taxes this weekend, I saw that I can only claim $3,000 of that loss, and it's rolled over. So I'm thinking like, oh my God. So I lost $32,000 and I can only claim $3,000 of that on my capital loss losses. I'm like, how's that fair? But I can get taxed on the profit like crazy. So I did lose my butt in the stock market, and instead of waiting in the pocket, just ready to pounce like a lion or a jaguar, whatever you prefer, I closed the account and I took that money and I put it in T-bills. So I am purchasing T-bills, kind of laddering up effect. I'm doing 4-week T-bills so that I don't lock my money, and I'm buying bunches every week. So basically every week I will have a maturity, okay? And the reason I'm doing that is just to have more access to my money, and right now they were yielding close to 5%. Okay, so not only that, I also bought some gold, and I just wanted to, that's what I'm doing right now. Now, obviously, you guys probably shouldn't store like precious metals at your house. There is ways to store that. There's companies to store that, but I did want to be transparent, y'all. What's up, Raynell? So you guys, I don't know if my man right here. Let me talk to you guys about Raynell real quick. He just starting his own YouTube channel. Raynell, who's with Trend Media, he was actually one of the only, how do I say this? Like a coach. He was like my only coach I ever had for YouTube. And when I say coach, mainly someone that would rip my heart out and crush my feelings in order for me to be stronger. So this man made me cry. So I hope I can make him cry as well. But I'm going to tell you, this man helped make me who I am today. So I wanted to bring him on the channel real quick, guys, just so he can do, a quick shout out for his channel. Again, I absolutely love this man. Let me see if I can get him on here. I think he's on here. Raynell.
Good morning, my brother from another mother. How you doing, Travis?
I'm good. I hear an echo. Do you guys hear echo?
Y'all hear echo? Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on.
Yes, sir. Let me YouTube channel. And you
Appreciate it.
report on layoffs, weren't you?
Yeah, I actually did, man. Just dropped a video on that this morning about the whole Amazon debacle. You still hear the echo?
No, the echo's good. Your volume. I do hear the echo. I know what to do about that. I'll just mute you when I'm talking. But turn your volume up.
Got it. Okay, I'm good.
Turn it down a little. It's a little high. All
right, good. Testing 1, 2, 3.
So you guys, again, let me introduce you right now, and I'm going to pull up your channel here.
Appreciate it.
And again, guys, right now used to break my heart. I love you so much, but you made me so strong right now. No one else. Man. Oh, let me mute. I got to mute you because the echo. All right. So, I mean, no one else was there for me. This man was there for me. Again, this is when I started. I see your guys' comments. This is when I started my fishing channel, Spartan Tackle. So I just wanted to show Raynell some love because he showed me so much love. Here's his channel right here, you guys. Just go over there. He's a little bit racy. He's gonna be a little bit racy. He's gonna just talk about look at his warning, and you may be offended. He didn't give me that warning when he was my coach. He didn't give me that warning. He just offended me. I got no warning. At least you guys get the warning. But this is his YouTube channel. You guys go check this man out. This is my dude right here. Am I echoing, Jeff? Jeff says I'm echoing. All right, I'm going to take you off mute, Raynell, and I want you to give us a little bit of an update on Amazon, and give us a little bit of update on your channel now.
Appreciate it, man. How's the audio for you, Travis?
A little loud.
A little loud. Testing 1, 2, 3. How about now? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all gotta love live media, right?
A little loud still.
All right, so pretty much what's going on is we good?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Yeah, man, I just started my second channel. Me and Travis, we go way back. Many of y'all don't know Mr. Real Estate Mindset here is an expert shark fisherman, and he took me out shark fishing years ago, and that's how we met. From there, I was doing YouTube, and Travis was like, "Hey, man, how do you do this? And I put him on game, and Grasshopper became master. Killing the Travis. And yeah, man, I just wanted to, me and Travis have a lot of conversations behind the scenes, and we kind of decided like it'd be a good idea just to kind of put this on video. So just decided to start my second channel and talk about things that's on my mind. Like I said, you might be offended, but it's good. It's open for a great debate. I always love good conversations with people. I try to be neutral to the best of my abilities, but sometimes, it's 2023. I'm tired of people being sensitive and, getting offended by everything. Sometimes you just got to speak your mind. I know a lot of people. Sorry, Travis, I got to say this.
Say it.
I know a lot of people might not be fans of Trump, but the thing I like about that man the most is he speaks his mind, and the things that comes out of his mouth is crazy, but it's hilarious, right? So hate him or love him, that's what I'm just talking about. Sometimes you're going to get offended by things people say, whether it's, Donald Trump, whether it's Dave Chappelle. But you got to respect those men for speaking their mind, regardless of this sensitive society that we're in. So I just want to talk about things that are trending in the media and just discuss it and have open discussions about it. So that's the theme of the channel. And that's pretty much it, man.
All right, man. I like it. So let me turn off this echo.
Thanks.
All right, so Raynell, real quick. I don't understand why I'm echoing because you have headphones on. That's really weird. So nothing on Trump right now. Let's go back to us real quick. Nothing on our friend, I would say. Nothing on Trump. So Raynell, real quick, and then I'll let you go, man. Again, you guys get over to his channel. Check it out. This is the dude that made me who I am today in a large part. And Raynell, do us a favor. Seems like the echo is gone. Good, good, good. Look at the CNN headlines right now. I'm getting some stuff here. I'll look at that when I switch to. If you get offended by words, I love Wolf. I love Wolf. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look at the CNN headline and see what he's talking about. And right now, give us a quick synopsis of what's going on with the layoffs with Amazon.
All right, I got you. I got you. I put myself on mute, so maybe that's why you stop hearing that echo. So we'll get that figured out later. So pretty much what's going on with Amazon is well, Jeff is firing off a lot of people, right? And one thing I kind of explained in my video, I don't understand how he's laying off so many people. I put at least two of Jeff's kids through college with as much money as I'm sitting around that I got from Amazon, right? So it is what it is. And I think it was simple. It's a simple concept. Is during the pandemic, right? We were all locked up in the house. We all started ordering stuff. And Amazon became huge. It made Jeff the richest man in the U.S., right? But now that things are quote unquote getting back to normal, right? And all of a sudden, he don't need these employees, and he's like, deuces,
You need volume. Share
volume.
said.
Sorry, thank you, Jerry. So yeah, the whole thing about with the Amazon thing is simple, right? There was a high demand, so he hired a lot of employees. Now there's a lower demand, and he's firing all these employees. So it's just the price of doing business, like supply and demand. It sucks that so many people are losing their jobs, but at the same time, when you got inflation, people aren't spending as much money. What can you do? Travis.
You can suffer if you don't got no money. You can lose your house if you don't got no money. I got the echo out. But definitely appreciate you right now. I'll let you go, man. I got to get back. I'm going to get back to, I think where I'm at next is this really cool article right here. But, before you go, man, tell us, do you have, and I'm going to take you off mute here. You know what it is right now? It's your OBS. Is your OBS all messed up, man? Your OBS has corroded your computer. It's taken over. It's giving you viruses. You are not in good shape with that OBS, man. I'm kidding. I love OBS. But, dude, say something funny, even at my expense, before you go, man.
Something funny. There you go, man. Come check out my channel, y'all. Trend Media. We over here. See you later, Travis, bro.
All right, Renell. See you later, brother. All right, guys. So show that man some love. I can't tell you how much that I was shaped and formed from him. And all his coaching is a really good guy. Very, very entertaining. I wish I had the character as him. He's a great character, and he's an even better person. So go check that out. Let me go back into this article right now, you guys. Definitely appreciate you. Am I still echoing, guys? I better not be echoing. Let me know if I'm echoing. I shouldn't be echoing if you guys can. Boom, boom. What's up, Orlando? Orlando's in the house, man. All my boys, man. I'm so honored. I am so honored by everyone. Okay, good. No echo. I'm going to start. Okay. I am so honored by you guys. But let me pull up this article right here and I'm going to kind of read this. This is going to bring up some really good points and I'll hurry up, y'all. Now, housing market after months of decline, single family construction rose in February. Okay. What happened? Okay. Let me go back here real quick. Okay. This is really good because this is going to go into the construction, like I said, and basically what's being constructed on. It's going to go. What is going on here, guys? Why is this story not working anymore? I just wanted to zoom in. Okay. I'm going to try to read some of this. This is absolutely amazing, but I want to zoom in. Okay, there. You guys, this is really, really good stuff. Again, it's going to go into apartments, it's going to go into all kinds of good stuff. Name of the article, this is from USA Today, is Housing Market After Months of Decline, Single Family Construction Rose in February. Okay, so that rose in February as well. Man, Luke is also here. Man, I am so blessed by the viewers. I am so blessed by the support group of content creators that I have. I want to start crying. Now, here's what this says. Home building in the U.S. rose. You guys, it did rise. It did rise by almost 10% in February, okay? But most of that was apartment construction as well as a small increase in single-family home starts. So Apartment construction increasing is good for what? The rental market, right? As the rental market, as more and more inventory continues to get and come onto the market for rent, that will probably cause rent prices to continue to go down. And we've seen, I think, 5 months straight of decline in rent on a national average, I believe. This could signal two things. First, that renters might finally catch a break from the insane pandemic era rental prices as inventory increases. Second, that home buyers are finally returning to the market. Okay, right? We had that brief moment where home buyers returned to the market because I think they thought the Fed was pivoting. I wonder where they got that from. Probably mainstream media. Mainstream media is horrible. Now, overall housing starts in February again increased 9.8% to 1.45 million units after 6 straight months of decline. And we do want them to continue to build, right? But we want them to build houses at prices we can afford. According to a report from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development in the U.S. Census Bureau, that means builders would begin 1.45 million, 1.5 million, start 1.5 million housing units if development kept this pace for the next 12 months. Single family starts increased by 1%, while the multifamily sector, which includes apartment buildings or condos, increased. Here's the thing. This is whopping 24%. 24. So not only do we have this huge inventory, in commercial residential, we also have a massive vacancy rate, and these people are still continuing to build, even with the massive vacancy rate, even with the the commercial mortgage-backed security defaults. This is crazy. So they're building even more. So this is going to go on new construction. Is the housing market recovering? Here's why home builders feel cautious optimism. Home buyers. Okay, so here's another question. We'll live with blue and green tiles. Home buyers compromising to the housing market. Let me read this. Let me go down here actually. Compared to February 2022, home building is down year over year. Okay, so that's really what I want to get to. So home building is down 18% with single family housing, down 32%. Meanwhile, apartment construction was up 14% year over year. Probably the home builders trying to plan for like a housing market crash, assuming that the rental market will go up. Will new apartments bring rents down? Okay, so this is going to go into will this new batch of inventory help the rental market? I'm saying yes. Here's what this says. The new apartment should bring some relief to the rental market where rents rose quickly during the pandemic. In fact, there are signs it's already happening. There's many signs it's already happening. Over the past 2 years, the U.S. median rent rose 18%, but new data suggests that the cost to rent an apartment nationwide may be moderating. Okay, that's really good. Rents in February were down nearly 5% from November. So from November to right now, down 5%. That's pretty cool, right? That's a pretty big deal. I'm just saying. With January marking the 5th consecutive month of year-over-year single-digit increases and the lowest yearly increase since June 2021, according to Redfin. While rents rose 2.4% in January from a year earlier to 1942, the national median was down 2% from November. All right. Is the housing market recovering? What do you guys think? Is the housing market recovering? I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's recovering. Yes, it's not recovered. It's not recovered, but it is recovering. I see Orlando's comment, First Republic still losing. That's crazy to me. They just put so much money into First Republic. Anyways, pretty wild. Okay, so is the housing market recovering? Builder confidence in the market for newly built single-family homes in February rose 7 points to 42, making a second consecutive monthly gain, according to the National Association of Home Builders. So, is it recovering? Rising builder confidence is signaling a turning point for home building later in 2023, said the National Association of Home Builders. You guys know I really don't trust these new home builders with anything. I don't trust them for multiple reasons. Now, starts were up in February, giving a limited pullback for interest rates. We expect volatility in the months ahead as ongoing challenges related to construction material cost and availability continue to act as headwinds on the housing market sector. However, interest rates are expected to stabilize and move lower in the coming months, and this should lead to a sustained rebound for single family starts in the later part of 2023. On a regional basis, compared to the previous month, combined single family and multifamily starts were 16% lower in the Northeast. So you guys get no love in the Northeast. 70% higher in the Midwest. Holler, right? Midwest is doing good. 2% higher in the South, 7% higher in the West. To be honest, we need a lot, and especially in California, we need more, new construction in California for obvious reasons, you guys. But do me a favor, let me know what you think about that. Increasing commercial residential. Do you think that's going to decrease rent? Do you think it will continue to decrease rent? And do you guys think that the rental market is going to crash? Comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's going to crash? And let's define crash. There I go throwing it around myself. Really, you can say that any rent decline can be considered a crash. But what do you guys consider a crash? Maybe 10%, 5%. What do you guys think? Comment below. I'll throw them up right there. Again, rental crash. I would have to really think about like, what is my definition of the bare minimal rental crash, right? And I'm really ashamed because I forgot to do my chapters on this video. Really, really bummed. Let's see here. I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone talking about the rental market, so we'll just move on. Let's see here. Okay, so nothing. All right, let me show you guys now. I'm going to show you guys how I'm using, once again, I'm going to show you guys how I'm using Lennar kind of as breadcrumbs, right? Like leading me to where I need to go. San Antonio, I'm going to be doing a market update on San Antonio here soon, you guys. Rents come down in their area for housing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm going to do an update, okay? But let me show you guys again, okay? So we're going to do this part right now. And again, I would suggest you guys do this in your own local housing market. This is a really good way to kind of figure out what's going on behind the scenes. So remember, here's Lennar, okay? This is Lennar's website. This is the map. Now remember, I will be going to California, okay? And here's what I think I'm going to do. Let me start with Orange County here. It's going to pull up the map. Okay, I wish I only had the map. I don't want this here on the side. That's all right. So again, breadcrumbs. So I kind of pan out like this, and I really want to find where's the pockets of houses. If there's pockets of houses, generally that's going to tell me that people aren't buying those houses, that potentially people are overexposed, and something needs to be done about that. Look at these price cuts right here. And this is in Henderson, Nevada. Henderson, Nevada with massive price cuts. Y'all see this? $70,000 price cuts, $40,000 price cut. These are massive price cuts. I wonder what's going on in Henderson. Henderson's, do y'all know what's going on in Henderson? I didn't even realize what was going on in Henderson. But anyways, let me scroll in. So here's what I did. Okay, I pulled people. I was like, y'all want me to go to basically Palm Springs or San Diego? So unfortunately, people said San Diego. I am dreading doing a market report in San Diego. San Diego is in horrible, horrible shape. As you can see in this area here, there's not a lot of building. So I feel like I'm going to waste my time there, but I'm still going to give you guys a market analysis. And what I'm going to do is actually kind of hone in to these communities right here. Look at, there's only like a little bit of inventory. This is going to suck. So I'm going to go to these three communities here, and then I'm going to go up over here. Okay, where is it? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to go through these communities right here. All right, so I'm just going to quickly go to these communities right here, give you guys a boots on the ground report. And then what I want to do is check this out. I want to drive up to Temecula. So I want to go up this freeway right here because I kind of feel like it's a straight shot to Temecula because look at all of the building right here. Okay, so my plan is to go to Temecula and basically do a report in this area right here. Again, these are breadcrumbs. What I want to know is there are additional builders in these communities, and are those additional builders overexposed? Is Lennar overexposed? But these are the breadcrumbs. And you guys know that I don't want to go to San Diego. I would prefer to go to Palm Springs because I really feel, and Palm Springs is like way out here. So it's a really long trip because I'll be like over here when I first get there and I have to drive all the way over here. But I would prefer to go to Palm Springs because it appears to be doing some wacky stuff. Now, obviously, so I'm going to go San Diego, Temecula, and then I'm going to also go all the way up here to Fontana because look at this pocket of homes right here. So I'm going to investigate this pocket of homes right here as well. Again, looking for additional, that freeway is a nightmare. Luke, you know this, dude. That's part of the reason. I'm going to have to get up like at 5 a.m. to get there. I know how bad the traffic is because I'm born and raised in Cali. It's out of this world. And then for Orange County, I showed you guys. I'm going to do a segment over here. Let's see if it populates. Okay, right here. You guys see this massive cluster right here of 63 Lennar homes? So this is a whole, and I actually had my foreclosure right here. So this is my foreclosure, and Oh, it hurts just thinking about that. But I'm going to go to this community here, 63 houses. So that are available without buyers. So I think it's going to be really interesting. And if I have time, I want to go over to like the Lake Forest area right here, because look at this pocket. And look at these price cuts. It's like, 100 and what, $144,000 price cut right here. But I really want to finish in Lake Forest. I don't know if I'll have time, because again, that's 53 homes that are sitting there, right? Or under some stage of construction. I think it's important to find out why they're just sitting there. And look, we don't have price cuts yet. See? But all of this is under construction. Do y'all see? Oh, Henderson. Wolf is talking about Henderson. Always, yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going on in Henderson exactly, but that's what I'll be doing, y'all. So I really, wish me luck on that. Imagine it's just really heavy to fly into a metro area. Seattle almost wrecked me when I flew into Seattle. Like Port Orchard was beautiful. I hit like a jackpot in Port Orchard, but when I went to Auburn Lake, I was like, dude, there's no construction here. So it's really risky, right? It's really risky because a lot of times I don't know until I've opened my car door and I've walked out of my car. So I'm going to tell you guys the lineup of videos that I'm going to do, because again, I'm going to be leaving tomorrow evening, and I think I got a super chat here. Let me throw that up. I apologize, I didn't throw that up. That was when Trend Media was on here, my boy. I really appreciate you, Noel. I appreciate all your support, I've been getting your super chats. I thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Look, as something endearing, means a lot to me. So just wanted to, and again, I've seen your other super chats. Definitely appreciate that. You're telling me that what I'm doing, it matters to you. So thank you for that. Now, let me tell you guys the lineup of videos, if I may, and then I want to take some questions. I'm going to try Luke. I'm going to try. Luke's going to be on Zach's tonight, you guys. Zach's has a podcast, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, right? And then what is that? 5 Pacific. So I do want to go, but I still have to prepare for those videos that I'm doing, and I'm leaving tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to. Luke, I'm going to try to be on Zach's tonight. Luke is going to be on Zach's tonight. You guys, go to Zach's Realty. It's a really cool channel. But hold your questions. I'm going to start taking your questions, and give me some mortgage questions or some real estate questions if you all have them. Not specific metro area questions, because again, you guys should be the experts there. Appreciate that, Larry. Now, a couple of videos that I want to tell you the lineup. Now, this evening, I'm going to be doing my video on the Houston housing market and basically insane buying opportunity that I have found. It's boots on the ground. It's in Houston. I was able to find 3,000 square foot brand new house selling for about $270,000. In addition to that, massive incentives, super low tax rate, 40 minutes from downtown Houston, 3 minutes from the toll road, from the 99 toll road, and 20 minutes from my house. So that video I'm really excited about. That's being released tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to release the update video. And the update video is really going to focus on massive price cuts. I'm going to show you massive, insane price cuts in Houston at the top of the scale, like, $1 million houses. And then also the bottom of the scale, like $85,000 houses. I'm really looking forward to that update video. Now, Thursday, I'm going to be releasing a work from home video where basically we're looking at stats from people working at home. We're going to listen to some of the stories, nightmares of what happens when people must return to work, and the fact that those people are selling at a loss. And then on Friday, my plan is to make a video in the airport on Wednesday, and I'm going to be going over foreclosure information. So Friday, as long as everything goes okay at the airport and I can edit it in time, which I edit on the airplane, so I should be able to do that in time. I'm going to release a foreclosure info video on Friday, filmed from the airport. Saturday, I'm going to do my second video I recorded yesterday, which is in an additional community in Houston that's boots on the ground, and it's a more luxury community. And so I'll be releasing that on Saturday. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing the Redfin update. So hopefully I'll record that in California. So I'll do the Redfin update on Sunday. And Monday, I don't know yet. I may do a report on Airbnb. I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully it works out. So that's the lineup, you guys. That's going to pretty much do it for this live. But let me take some questions from you guys right now. If you guys, I'm going to scroll to the very bottom of the comments. So if you guys can, I'm going to let me take questions for like 15 minutes. If you guys even have any questions, I'll go for 15 minutes and then I really have to get to work. Okay. Okay. So, Maybe some more time on the trip. I don't have. I'm gonna be rushed, unfortunately. Um, I know, Kim, but here's the thing: I am gonna be rushed, but I'm gonna be driving the speed limit. All right, I'm gonna be getting up early so I can miss traffic. Uh, Okay, so Luke has a questions about balloon mortgages. Now, there wasn't a lot of balloon mortgages in 2008, but a balloon mortgage is basically where the entire principal is due at once, right? So, if, for example, if you have a 5-year balloon mortgage, it could be amortized over 30 years. So, your payment would be based on a 30-year amortization. But after the 5th year, your entire balance would balloon and be due immediately. So, balloon mortgages are very, very dangerous, you guys. Very, very dangerous. And mainly, though, what was in '08, Luke, was like the prepayment penalties, PPP, right? PPP. Am I making a mistake by waiting for USDA Direct? They said that they have 4 to 8 months behind. Worried that a great deal will come while waiting. Initially approved for conventional, but USDA seems better. So, Melissa, see, I learned, Melissa. You thought you were just going to get me, huh? Melissa. So, Melissa, Nikki, I see your comment. Here's the thing. USDA is generally, in my opinion, for me anyways, it's a great loan. In fact, the community that I visited is USDA approved. So people could literally move into this community for no money out of pocket. I think that if you can wait, it's probably a good to wait. The 5 to 8 months is brutal, Melissa. Normally, if you go through a lender that's connected to USDA, it's about a 2-month process. And the reason that is, Melissa, is first your file has to be fully underwritten and approved through the lender, through like your main lender. And then they take your file and then they send that to USDA to do their own underwriting and approval process. And they take forever and you cannot push them. So I would say, I mean, if you can stomach it, you should do it. But a lot of sellers don't want to wait 5 to 8 months. So there is risk, right? There's risk. Okay, let's see what else we got. Yeah, we got Bernie over here. You guys, it was meant, you guys see Bernie right here? Whoops, sorry. Bernie. My gosh, this is like mirrored. That's Bernie right there. Do you guys see the dollar sign right there? Do you think there's anything symbolic about that? I don't know. Oh my gosh, Dooster. Maybe there's something symbolic. Maybe there's not something symbolic. It's something symbolic. Look at my boy Dooster. Whoops. My boy Dooster. Been out of the country. They block your. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. So he's been out of my man Dooster's been out of the country. They've been blocking my videos. You know, it's so funny, Dooster. I was thinking about you the other night, and because after they did the bank bailout, because that was like brutal, right? So I was in like a little bit of a bad place. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't understand what's going on. How could they do this to us? Things like that. And I was like, man, I wish I could talk to Dooster right now. I wish Dooster was around, because I didn't see Dooster for like a week almost. So Dooster, my man, I'm glad you're back. Really appreciate that super chat, brother. Love you, man. He's one of the core dudes. Absolutely love you, Dooster. Let me throw up some more. I didn't know that they blocked my videos where he was at. It's crazy. Bahamas. He was in the Bahamas. Okay, let me go back up here because I saw there were some questions. Can you add Compton? Okay, let me put my man here. Okay, and then I'm gonna keep going. Can you do a Compton boots on the ground video? Disclaimer: you may not leave with your boots after you're done. So a lot of people don't realize I used to cash. Raynell must not realize this. I used to cash my checks in Compton. I used to work off Long Beach Boulevard at a mortgage company, and then I worked downtown Long Beach. So I'm used to those $1.50 bag of chips, hot dog, and Coke. Well, back in my day, for $1.50, you could leave. You go downtown Long Beach. There's hot dog vendors all over the place. $1.50, hot dog, Coke, and chips. That's how I got started in business. Actually, one of my first jobs working for a direct lender was in Long Beach. So the thing is I don't want to go to Compton. I have been to Compton. I just don't want to go back. Funny, man. Let's see. Okay, so what are the most popular mortgages in '08 and how did they work? So I'm going to say that the most popular mortgages, Luke, in 2008 was stated income. Most people know it as ninja loans, right? Ninja, even though it was never priced as ninja, never, ever priced as ninja. There was no technical programs called ninja, but it was called CISA and NINA. And the way that they worked Luke, is basically someone could make up their income. So their stated income, there was no verification. Lenders trusted people. It was still fraud, right? It was still fraud, but people just let it happen. So as a borrower, I had to tell the truth, but the bank didn't verify what I was saying. So obviously that subprime collapse, even though I'll say right now the market, the collapse is actually worse. But most popular loans in '08 was like low credit score, stated income, zero down payment loans. Good question. Okay, here's Johnny, another dude I really love. I actually talked to Johnny when I was there, and I told Johnny, if you don't hear from me in 2 days, it was because I was shot and killed. Because that's where I was at. It's not that bad though. It ended up being really nice. But Johnny, love you, man. Are you stopping by Palm Springs? I heard the housing market is really bonkers out there, and it would be really interesting. I love Johnny. You guys, this guy touches my soul. But no, Johnny, I want to go to Palm Springs, but the vote was for San Diego, unfortunately. Let me scroll down here, guys. I'm trying to catch up to the comments here. Okay, let's throw this one up here, okay? I'm a first-time home buyer. I'm looking to buy around May this year in Salt Lake City. I have prepared a 20% down payment. Scared prices will start coming up. What should I do, or should I continue renting? So here's the thing. I can't give personal financial advice. I'll tell you what I would do. When I read something like this, here's what I could say about Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City has already experienced pretty significant price decline. So you can already compare year over year in Salt Lake City, Utah to last year and see prices are down, inventory's up, demand is taking a hit. So you already have positive things out there. I just think it would be, for me, I think it would be extremely risky to purchase in May of this year. So the question is should you continue to rent? You need to ask that. And one thing that I would do if I was you, and I said this at the beginning of this video, you need to do your market analysis. Get with the realtor and have them do 4 years of a market analysis. You shouldn't even be, you know what? If you didn't do your market analysis, no. Well, again, not personalized advice, but you need to do your market analysis. I'm planning on extending my lease. I want to cry. I'm going to extend my lease. We have found a renter. So we're probably going to accept that lease and continue to rent. So I'm going to be going through this pain with you guys, but I'm looking every single day for a house. And honestly, I'll buy tomorrow. I'm prepared. My purchasing power is there. I'll buy tomorrow if I find a great deal. The thing is, I can't find a great deal. I can finally find a great house that I love, which I couldn't do for the past 2 years. So I can find houses that I love, but just not at a deal I love. So in other words, you should probably do some more research and educate yourself and understand that it's probably housing market crash is probably going to last a while. Last time it essentially lasted 3 years of decline and then 3 years of neutral and then finally started going up. So, but here's what I would say to any first-time home buyers. If I was a first-time home buyer, I would probably wait till a confirmed recession. Wait till a confirmed recession. Wait for the Fed pivot. Because when the Fed pivots, rates will go down and you won't be like these other people that are locked into the high rate. Wait for the pivot, wait for the confirmed recession, and wait for the inventory dump through summer. That's going to tell us everything we need to know for the most part. What happens after the inventory dump, right, through spring and summer? So, if you can, you can. I'm sorry, that was really long. Okay. Okay, here's a good one. Excuse me, guys. Tell him, Travis. I'm gonna keep going here. I'm trying. I've lost control of the comments. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I got another super chat. I'm so sorry. So how long do you think before we'll see significant price reduction in northeast of the country? So this is hard, Lewis, because what we know is what do we know right now? Okay, we know it's uneven. Okay, so we know it's uneven right now. Then what do we know about the areas that are experiencing price crash? What do we know about those areas? Okay, one thing, tech boom towns. They're getting crushed, right? Second, you could argue crime is one, right? Like San Jose, Seattle, okay? But I'm going to say primary tech sector. Number two, what are we saying? Areas heavy in new construction, okay? Las Vegas, Phoenix, Austin, San Antonio, Houston. So we have new construction to look at as a catalyst. We have boomtown or tech heavy sectors is a catalyst. But I believe that the ultimately what it's going to come down to, Lewis, is when things just get so unaffordable that people stop paying their bills. Once we start, I think with areas like that are stubborn, even Central Cali, even St. Louis, I think we got to go through defaults first. I hate to say it, defaults may take 18 months, it may take 6 months, we don't know. But I think in areas that do not have unaffordability issues, which every area has an unaffordability issue, but areas that don't have unaffordability issues, that do not have inventory, and that are not like tech hubs, honestly, I think some of the only ways that those markets and metros see significant price cuts is the defaults. Those people, credit card defaults, whatever, right? Credit card defaults, auto loan defaults, mortgage defaults, and on top of that, unemployment. So unemployment. And where will the unemployment come from next? We got it in the tech sector, maybe the banking sector, the regional banking sector. Maybe we get the next round from there. Also the real estate sector, right? We're already seeing layoffs in the real estate sector. So I think for those stubborn areas, we're going to need more than just new construction. I'm sorry, in those areas that do not have new construction, in those areas that that don't have like that tech bubble collapse, I think you guys need defaults. I think you're going to need some type of forced selling, right? And we will have forced selling from normal life events like divorce and stuff like that. Appreciate you again, brother. Definitely appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you guys. For all that love. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let me scroll down here to the bottom. I'm sorry I'm missing your comments. Tied at the tip. So this is interesting. So Luke is saying that defaults and unemployment. Oh, that was the other thing, unemployment, right? But those are basically the two things we need. We need well, here's the thing. That means pain. So we need that in order to be reset, in order for balance to come back. I don't want people to get hurt. Unfortunately, they will get hurt. But we need those defaults and the unemployments. And when that happens, you're going to see that. So crime, San Jose, I don't know if there's any more context to this, but I would specifically say, without really digging into it, like the homelessness problem, right? I guess that's not, is homelessness is a crime? I know shooting up drugs is not a crime anymore, but really I was saying like, well, okay, maybe if, bums not shooting up drugs is not a crime because California's paying for that. I don't know, man. It's just, I'm from SoCal. I've been to Northern California. Here's an interesting question. This is from Rev Nation again. All right. Why do you think I says Americans have an obsession with homeownership? I found a decent rental and considering offloading my condo. My wife, on the other hand, refuses to rent. So each person, a lot of people will purchase for different reasons, first of all. But I think the obsession of home ownership is the fact that it can be so rewarding. It's a sense of pride. It's a sense of reassurance. You can get encouragement, right? And it's a safety, right? It's a safety net. It's like being an adult, right? It's an American dream. There's so many reasons home ownership is beneficial and is a really, really good thing. But Rev, I'm just saying right now, I think that we're in a very rare time where a tremendous risk side is on purchasing real estate right now. I think by purchasing right now, you're going to put yourself in a risk box. But people are obsessed with home ownership. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, they should be. People should be obsessed with home ownership because it is generally so rewarding. But the problem that I'm seeing, Rev, is the lack of caution and the lack of due diligence. People are YOLOing based on emotion, and it's scary. So I'm going to scroll down here. I'm only going to take a few more. I'm going to scroll to the bottom. Okay, let me see here. You guys throw up some more questions. I'm gonna kind of conclude it. You guys, I got to get to work here. I have so much work to do, and we're about an hour in. So let me just throw this up here. Do you have future plans to visit St. George, Utah? There are many master plans communities going up here. It's insane. Median sales price 500,000. I might. I actually may do 2 videos in Utah. One's going to be Salt Lake, and I may go to that community as well, because there's a lot going on in Utah, and I think this would be very important. But anyways, yeah, rent is not good, you guys. I hope that you guys understand that I am not saying rent is a generally a good thing. I'm just saying right now it is a good thing for me. And I'm waiting at the housing market. I'm seeing positive signs. So other than that, guys, I am going to get out of here. Happy Tuesday. Wish me luck on my boots on the ground video. And other than that, guys, I'm going to come into Austin. But other than that, guys, just continue improving credit, income, assets. For the love of all that's holy, become an expert in your local housing market. After those things, this is to Jeff. This is to Vital Signs. Mindset. Work on your mindset. If you're stressed out, like I get stressed out, if I get overly stressed out, I'll stop working and I'll go hang out with my children so that I remember why I love life. So mindset, Jeff, mindset, Vital. I see you guys struggling. Okay. But those are the things you guys need to work on. You guys continue to comment. You guys are helping so many people. Other than that, man, I love you guys. Wish me luck. And I am out of here. Enjoy your day today. All right.